Fuck, I can't think of a title, Well, what else would I title a fucking Goosebumps book? Night of the Living! Hello everybody, my name is Goosebumps for Dummies. Legally, it's on the paper, given at birth name, and today we're going to be talking about Night of the Living Monsters. Who gives a shit? Well, maybe some little kid who has never read a full Goosebumps book, and this is kind of a starter Goosebumps book. It's kind of like a gateway to get you into the bigger kids' books. Well, slightly bigger kids. Goosebumps is like semi-long. Night of the Living Monsters, it is pretty short, and you can tell it's pretty darn thin, and it has a very bland name. I should do a ranking of the Night of blank blanks or blank books, because we have Night of the Squawker, Night of the Living Mummy, Night of the Living Dummy, 1, 2, and 3, or maybe include like The Bride of the Living Dummies and Revenge of the Living Dummies. We have the Of the Blanks and shit, you know? It's such a bland title. I hate those in Goosebumps, they're so uncreative. Think of better titles, but still, whatever, let's get to the review. And now for the blurb. Reader beware, you're in for a scare. When Zach meets his new neighbor, Hannah, he wants to be best friends, until he meets her dad, a spooky guy named Mr. Shivers. Only that's not his real name. Shivers is really R.L. Stine, the famous horror writer. When Zach accidentally opens one of his manuscripts, he discovers R.L. Stine's monsters are all real. Now Zach, Hannah, and Stine have to do whatever it takes to get the monsters back in their manuscripts where they belong. Yeah, it's just a movie. Who cares? But, this is an interesting interpretation of the movie, and I will say, if you just want to watch the movie but you don't have the time, I guess you can just pick this up real quick and get a recap if it's been a while. Or maybe you just don't want to sit there and watch the movie, because maybe you don't remember liking it too much, so I guess you can do that. It is a decent, like, recap, the movie, I'll say. And it is, I guess, worth checking out. It's just a nice little read, but nothing very special. Now for my positives, I don't really have a lot to say, for positives or negatives. The main thing I like is the fact that it is a quick version of the movie, and it gets the basic stuff down, all the important stuff, and it's not a bad read. Not a lot to be said. Quick version of the movie, if you don't have time or don't want to rewatch the movie because maybe you didn't like it or something, or just don't want to rewatch the movie, yeah, this is a fine add-on or even just version of it. Well, definitely not as enjoyable as the film. It gets it done. It is basically the film, but in 40 pages, and like I said, it's not really that bad. That's all I can say. Where this kind of has some issues, the fact that this is 40 pages and it's very short, and it kind of doesn't do a great job at interpreting the movie, and I think a much better, way better version of this is the movie novel, which I've reviewed. That gets like a 10 out of 10, minor spoiler for my review, because it is just a movie, and it's actually like twice as enjoyable in book form, especially to see all of the neat things that were added. This actually takes away from the movie, and there's a lot less here to enjoy and to take in if you're just trying to read this like as a casual read. And whilst it is good in certain scenarios, like, I don't want to really watch the movie, or I don't have the time right now, it's late at night, I gotta make a video, this could be useful for me one day. It's just like, it's not very good. It's very short, and it's not really a great adaptation of the movie. It gets a lot of the main stuff, but leaves out a lot of things that kind of, are much enjoyed in the movie, and what I really enjoy in the movie novel. Not great to compare to kind of different things, but this is supposed to be just the movie novel, but shorter, and it's kind of like leaving out a lot of the other important things besides the basic plot. I just don't enjoy it as much as I wish I did. Yeah, this book gets like a 5.5 out of 10. Just 5 out of 10 for now. Might move it up just a little in the future, depends on when I get that Giga Goosebumps ranking out one day. And yeah, not a lot to say. It's just 40-page version of Goosebumps movie. Not very good, not too bad. Just kind of like a mid version of it because of how much it leaves out and how much better it could be like the movie novel, which is amazing. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this book review. It's probably going to be the least viewed video on my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.